Hey gang, Scott here. So a few days ago, I posted this video about accenting highlights and reflections, how I do this in Lightroom, what my approach is, and using a lot of the masking tools to really target just the things that I want to brighten up. And Steven had this comment of, oh, I love that, but I need to go figure out how to do that in ON1. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it in ON1 in this video, but I also wanted to take a moment about Steven's comment. Now, Steven, your approach, your philosophy here is really in line with mine. You see a tutorial, you see a technique, it might be in some other tool, something that you don't have in your photo editing toolkit for whatever reason, but you're going to take that idea and apply it to the tools that you do use. I do the same thing all the time. So, kudos to you. I guess kindred spirits here. So anyway, let's take a look at ON1 and how we're going to do this same kind of approach to targeted highlight adjustment. I'm in Photo RAW, and for this photo, I've been working on it. And what I want to do is like the reflected portions of the highlights of this portion of the mountain. I want to increase those a little bit. I want to accent those a little, add a little bit of exposure. And so my approach in ON1 is very similar to how I do it in Lightroom as well. I'm going to be in the locals area because this is a localized adjustment. I mainly want to do exposure. I'll start with a luminance range, a luminosity mask. I'll add that. And let me just click once so I can get the masking properties up here. Nothing has really changed because I have no adjustments made whatsoever. I'm gonna press the O key, and I like to use the grayscale view for this. And what I'm going to first do is adjust levels and window. And I'm paying attention to this area right here because I want to make these highlight reflections brighter. I want that mask to be white and other parts to be dark. Something like that. We can decrease levels there. I don't have to get perfect on this because the next step is going to eliminate most of the things I don't care about. And even here, this is good enough. Even though, yeah, this water reflection over here, and I'm just pointing, I'm not brushing. It's got, it's not black. It's going to be affected when I make a change because the next step is to take this luminance range mask and intersect it with a brush. I've talked about Intersect in a different video about ON1's Intersect new feature, 2026. And what that will do for us is now only where I brush will the mask be revealed. So let's do that next step now. All right, so my next step is in my mask layers, I'm going to add a brush and just do add. Now immediately, there's nothing here, I haven't brushed anything. Immediately, I'm going to change this mode into intersect right there. Now what that means now is, let's check my brush. I've got the feather at 100%, opacity is strong, I'm on paint mode, make that brush a little bit bigger. Now as soon as I start brushing, click, and now I'm starting to brush. I'm only going to affect the luminance that I have chosen, right? That luminosity mask underneath right here. That already was dialed in to target just particular tones, particular highlights. And now with the brush and intersect mode, I can be pretty lazy with my brush strokes. And you notice that I'm only picking up the highlights I care about. Now from here, I'll turn off the mask for a moment, the O key, and let's just add an adjustment. I'll push the exposure like really far so you can see what's being impacted. And then as I brush through, I'm impacting more things, but as I drift out into these areas, notice less and less. Why? Because that luminosity mask is hiding that stuff. It's been masked away from the luminosity that we've chosen there. And so I'll just kind of brush through here and maybe just fade it out into that area. And now I'll just work visually here and just kind of dial that exposure in. Maybe there. Yeah, I can play with highlights, push that up and down. But for this type of look, it's really going to be the exposure. And then we end up with before, after, just getting that little accent that I want there. And it feels like I might want to taper it off some, so I can take the opacity of this brush. I'm still working with the brush, and I can fade it out into this area here. So there'll be some impact. Okay, you can see I'm drifting off there, but notice it's a shade of gray because I'm painting at only about half strength. So things like that. And if I needed to do any further protection, here, really didn't have any of a problem. But let's say for the sake of argument, I don't want to have the greens impacted or there's something else like that. You can go further with these mask layers. Say, let me subtract a color range. Of all those things that were in that luminosity range that I dialed in, but don't affect greens or blues or so forth. That's the power of mask layers, but it's really the combination here. Luminosity, and then brush set to intersect, and you can really target those highlights pretty quickly. So hopefully not as convoluted as you thought, Stephen, and hope this video helped you out. Got questions? Drop them below. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Have fun.